song, you make me wanna roll my windows down and cruise.
Hey guys, welcome to our 5th RAM video, and today I will be reviewing the rare Fez hat. It was sold yesterday in Jamal Township in the Central Shop, you could call it. Jamart clothing, and it is the RAM version or variant of, if they still have it, it was on clearance. If not, I do have it's right here, of the Fez, which also came in a purple color, yet it was darker, and this one is a lighter purple as well as a golden string. This was sold for 450 gems, and this was sold for actually 800 when it was sold yesterday. It can be recycled for, if it would load, 775 gems, so it's not that good of a buy if you're planning on stacking them and then recycling them for gems when needed. The regular Fez, I have a green one here. Oh, it's not going to be able to let me do it that way. I'll just buy another one. Not like I don't have enough money to spend already. A lot of stuff is going on clearance, I've noticed. A lot of the stuff that, part of me thinks like 3 years all that stuff's going to be super rare. And everybody's gonna be trading headdresses for it. So the regular Fez hat is sold for only 135. Of course, it's in stores, it's not rare, it's just another item. This is the rim version. It's a non-member rim, so that's another good thing for a lot of non-members. People who don't have enough money for membership, they can now stack up on some rims. So like I said before, not the best buy if you're planning to stack them and sell them. You can make some cool looks with it. The entire look pattern I have on right now is all store-bought. The rims are not rare, so you can pretty much just get them for anything. I'm wearing the scarf from the store and those ringlets, which can all be found in Jamart clothing. So you can make a pretty cool little purple gold look. I did these 2 color patterns, had that pattern with black, and I did originally have these fries because I thought it looked a little cooler and more unique than just doing those. So I'll probably keep it this way, but for people who don't like this kind of darker kind of look, they can change it to what I had on previously. I did experiment with it because I was originally going to use this because it looks a little different, but this looked a little bit better. I have looked for a back item. I think the best one would be Leap Year Worn, but not a lot of people get them, and I try and make looks that are easy to get but also look unique and different so you can stand out, because I know some people are very into fashion and rims, because sometimes rims can be a good thing with fashion for Animal Jam looks. A couple other examples from my past rim reviews. This one I changed up a bit. I actually did this one during today. I just kind of made it up, and then I considered wow, that looks pretty cool, I'll keep it. This one was not really tampered with. The powder may have been changed from when I last made it, but that was for the rare frying pan hat. The old top hat, I have not made one yet for it, but I will probably make one, and I'll show you guys in the next rim review after this, which will be the 6th one. By the way, I'm sorry for the voice. I've had this cough for a very long time, so it tampers with my voice a little bit. It makes it sound darker or a little more strained. I do clear my voice in a lot of my videos, so you will probably notice that. But I'm sorry for that inconvenience. Anyway, that has been so far what I've said about the Fez hat. It actually looks pretty cool, I think, even though there's pretty much another variation of purple that you get. It's darker though. I noticed that the one thing different about it was that it had those purple little strands in it going down, whereas the other hats didn't have that. I think most of the other hats just had a different color string. They didn't have like a string with little small patterns in it, which I can just go check, which is why I'm glad that those are still in store, but they won't be in store for long. Never mind, they all have that. They all have the same pattern of string color. And yeah, it's striped, but this is just still a little different. And I mean, it looks pretty much the same, just no differences. I think this one looks a little less edited if you look at the icon closely. Yeah, if you look at it closely, it looks like it's more going straight. If you look at this one, it looks like it bends into it. But there is not many differences besides the color, and maybe the lighter purple stands out a bit more, rather than whenever you look at it first glance, it looks like there's no little circle patterns in it. So, if you look at it from straight far off, it doesn't look like there's any patterns in this one, really. Anyway, that's all I have for this room review. I hope all of you guys enjoyed watching. I hope you learned a little something about the Fez hats, about what they look like, prices for selling, before I suppose you make a big decision on something about a Fez hat, but a lot of you probably don't care about them, because it is one of the more unpopular items, and it is a variation of a store-bought one. Some of them are cool, like the Fourier frying pan hat. Those are cool, and I personally think the Fez hats are kind of cool. Some of you may not. I think they are, though. Anyway, you can leave your opinion on that in the comments. If you think there's something I missed, maybe, you can put that in the comments. I will say this now, though. I usually don't cover, like, when these items came out, because I usually do them around the date when items come out. Like, yesterday it came out. So, I don't do, like, dates for when the other variations of the items came out, or other things like that, because that's not really what I'm trying to cover. I'm trying to cover the actual rim and compare it to its original variations, and also show people how to make unique looks out of just basically store-bought items that aren't really rare. Because to me personally now, it's not really about, it's not looks and rares that make jammers, it's the personality of a jammer. But of course, I know most people on Animal Jam still like to customize their animals, because Animal Jam, the headquarters, makes it a big aspect of it, because you can do so much with it. You have badges, clothes, colors, eyes, patterns, all kinds of things. So they make it a big aspect to Animal Jam, pretty much, which is why everybody gets into the thing where we all need to dress cool. So I try and help jammers better learn that with these rim reviews, as well as teach other jammers about a little bit about the rim, maybe, as well as telling them the odds or the pros and cons, rather, of buying a ton of them and then selling them, or whatever you may do with rims. And then of course also for people who, like, say in the beginning I said I would be doing these because some people, they don't get on Animal Jam on Monday, they miss the rim. Well, of course, I can just get it from a friend, but some of them want to know a little bit about it, so I try and do that as well, which is why I upload these, because I now have a growing fan base who actually probably has different opinions and different ones for videos, so I try and do big varieties so everybody has something to watch. Anyway, with all of that said, this is now the closing, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Leave feedback in the comments, like I said, if there's anything I missed, or if you have suggestions for videos or just feedback, comments, suggestions, leave them in the comments. Please, no fighting. I don't condone that. No spam. I also don't condone that on there, because that can be out of control sometimes, and I don't like it in there. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and thank you for watching. I cannot wait to open up a new line of series of videos I'm making. Yes, I know I just started the experiment, and I also just started doing chill streams Friday, but I really want to get things going, because if I have one video, then that gives me an incentive to keep it going. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all later.